This should make for an interesting video. How many credit card points, hotel points, and frequent flyer miles do I have? Ben from Credit Chifo made a video about how many credit card points he has and asked to put how many points his viewers have in the comments. I thought that would be too easy. Instead, I'll make a video about it, and here we are. Now, I'll follow pretty much the same format where I'll go from the accounts with the least amount of points to those with the highest at the end. That's right, I need that watch time for the almighty YouTube algorithm. I promise it'll be interesting though. The numbers start off a bit slow, but then there are some really big jumps in there from one account to the next, sometimes even doubling the numbers. Let's keep this even more interesting. After you totally smash that like button, go in the comments and tell me how many points you think I have. And just so you're not confused, this is just my points, not me and my wife. Some of you complained about that in my annual fees video. So let's go, put a number in the comments now. Hey guys, my name is Rami and welcome to Points Pointers. My goal for this channel is to help you earn and redeem as many points as possible to upgrade your travels for little to no money. So if you're interested in travel hacking and award travel, then please consider subscribing. You can also download my free 10-step travel hacking guide in the description below. So the first account I have here is the World of Hyatt account. I have only 2,000 Hyatt points, which I earned through some spend, and if I remember correctly, I also earned 10,000 points from a referral last year, which I then used for a points plus cash redemption for a one-night stay at the Hyatt Regency in Huntington Beach, California. So far, my uses of the Hyatt program were the 2 free nights from the old sign-up bonus, which were available to use at any category, and then the anniversary night certificates at hotels up to category 4. I'm looking forward to use Hyatt a bit more soon when I get under 524, so I can apply for Chase credit cards that earn ultimate rewards points that I can then transfer to Hyatt. Right now, I don't have any Sapphire cards or Chase Inc. Business Preferred card, but that's about to change very soon, so stay tuned. The next account is my Korean Air SkyPass account, where I have 10,000 points. I transferred a ton of points from my wife's Chase account to Korean Air a while ago before they cut ties last year. And the reason I was able to transfer from my wife's Chase account to my Korean SkyPass account is because I was an authorized user on her Chase Sapphire Preferred card. I also had the Korean SkyPass Visa card, which at the time gave me 45,000 sign-up bonus points after spending $3,000 in the first 3 months. The reason I have 10,000 points there is because I unfortunately miscalculated how many points I needed for our first class flight from Seoul to LA and business class flight from Bali to Seoul. And now that Chase doesn't transfer to Korean Air, these points are kinda stuck there. The good thing is that the points don't expire for another 9 years, and I can still transfer points from Marriott Bonvoy. But I'll need a ton of Marriott points to get a decent redemption from Korean Air, so we'll see what I'll do with that. I'll just keep building my Marriott points portfolio for the next 9 years or whatever, and see what that can get me. Next up is my IHG account. I have 13,000 points there right now. Last year, I used 80,000 points to pay for 2 nights at the Intercontinental Bali Resort. I don't have plans to put any spend on my IHG credit card, and I'm keeping it just for the free anniversary night. And I also don't plan to transfer any transferable points to IHG since I value those points much higher than I do IHG. The only way I can get more IHG points is to apply for the new IHG Premier credit card sometime in the near future when I'm under 524. But that will be maybe a while, since I'd rather get some of the more valuable business and Sapphire credit cards from Chase first. Next, we have Singapore Kris Flyer miles. I have 15,000 miles there. These points will actually expire this June, and there's no way of extending that deadline, unless I find some award availability on United for a weekend somewhere close in order to use these points. Otherwise, I'll just have to part way with those points. The next account is my Chase Ultimate Rewards points. I have 34,000 points there, and they're all in my Chase Freedom credit card. So technically, they're worth only $340 right now. But like I said, that should change soon when I get other Ultimate Rewards credit cards. Now let's move to some nice big numbers. My JetBlue account has 74,000 True Blue points. This is the only account that's merged between me and my wife. I really like that JetBlue lets you pool your points, so it's much easier to collect more in one place, which then makes it easier to use them. JetBlue points are great for economy redemptions to get to Florida or some other close place. And I also wouldn't mind using them for Mint class from New York to LA if I find those cheap ones around 47,000 points each way. Totally worth it in my opinion. Next up is my Alaska Airlines account. I have 103,000 Alaska Airline miles. I absolutely love Alaska Miles. Their award chart is really great. You need only 50,000 miles to fly in business class from the US to Asia on Hainan Airlines, for example, and only 70,000 miles to fly in first class from the US to Asia on Cathay Pacific. That's absolutely insane. What I'm looking to use my Alaska Miles on next though is first class on Japan Airlines, which also costs 70,000 Alaska miles each way. Or maybe redeem them for business class on Emirates. We'll see what travel plans come up in the future. Next account is my Citi Thank You, where I have 115,000 thank you points. Thank you points are my least favorite transferable currency. I wish they can add American Airlines as a transfer partner. I've always seen that as a logical thing to do. They already have American Airlines credit cards. Also, Amex partners with Delta and Chase is with United. So why can't Citi just partner with American? Anyway, I don't love thank you points because their transfer partners are not that unique. It's nice to transfer them to Singapore Airlines to fly in Singapore suites, but all other points transfer to Singapore also. The one redemption I'm really looking to get out of my thank you points is transferring them to Qantas Airlines and booking an Emirates first class trip. I'm hoping to do that actually very soon if availability opens up, which will make for a really nice review video here on the channel. Next, we have Marriott Bonvoy. I have 126,000 Marriott points. 55,000 came from referrals thanks to you guys from when I posted the video telling you that the personal SPG card from Amex is getting discontinued. My favorite use of SPG points before they became Marriott points was to transfer them to Alaska Airlines. I haven't used Marriott points yet and I don't have any immediate use for them for now, so I'll just keep accruing them and maybe use them for a Korean Air first class redemption sometime in the future. Moving on to my British Airways Avios. Right now I have 130,000 and I'm putting some serious spend on my British Airways card every month because I'm trying to reach to $30,000 in a year to earn the companion certificate. Then I can use about 140,000 to 160,000 Avios for round-trip flights from JFK to London for 2 people in first class. Next up is my Delta SkyMiles account with 151,000 miles. I just had 185,000 miles in this account, but I recently booked a round-trip first-class flight to the Bahamas for myself. For my wife's ticket, we used a bunch of the gift cards we get with the Platinum cards and the Hilton Aspire credit card. Also, I just got 20,000 miles the other day from a referral, so thank you to the 2 people who applied through my referral links. I really appreciate it. People keep hating on Delta SkyMiles, but I like them. Sometimes you can get good value out of them for these nice short trips. Don't try to book a premium cabin to London or Paris or even LA on Delta's own flights using SkyMiles. They cost like 240,000 miles one way, sometimes even over 300,000 miles. For long-haul flights, your best bet would be with partner airlines, especially to Asia. The next account, which has a huge number of points, is Hilton Honors. I have 293,000 Hilton points. This was mostly thanks to 100,000 points from the Ascend card and another 100,000 points from the Aspire card, plus some referral bonuses, and also the cards earn a lot of points from normal day-to-day spending like on gas stations and restaurants, for example. Next up is probably my favorite points currency, Amex membership rewards points. I have 460,000 Amex points. The reason I love earning Amex points the most is because they have the most transfer partners, and also because I have the Amex Business Platinum, which gives me 35% back on points I use on my airline of choice, or any airline when I book business or first class, which gives me a value of 1.54 cents per point. Finally, we come to my biggest points and miles account, American Airlines, my first love. I used American Airlines miles to book my first business class flight on Japan Airlines, and on the way back was on Cathay Pacific business class, which are 2 amazing products. Right now I have 516,000 AAdvantage miles, so many options to use those miles on. I'm personally looking to use some of them to try out Qatar Airways Q Suites. So that's it guys, just over 2 million points. Sometimes I can't believe it. It's an insane number to me, and I always say this to my friends who are skeptical about credit cards and stuff, and now I'm telling you guys. It's super cliche, but super true. If I can do it, you can do it too. Seriously, if you have a good credit score and a decent income, you can easily replicate what I did. And you can even spread it out over more time. If you plan to take 1 or 2 nice trips a year, you can do what I did at a much slower rate than me and still accumulate enough points and miles to do that 1 nice trip per year, or accrue enough points for a honeymoon or an anniversary trip or some special trip you're planning. This is so doable, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, how I can help you get into this more. Is it worth it to start a private Facebook group maybe? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit the like button on your way down there. Thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe, because every week I'm publishing videos that will help you earn a ton of credit card points and frequent flyer miles that will enable you to travel the world for little to no money.